It's redemption time for 100 Thieves here, but it is Gen.G's map selection and it's not going to be easy for them.
I'm just going to come straight out and say I want to see Gen.G win this game because that is going to make this group so damn spicy. So many teams down at 1 and 2, right below that top 4 right now. And if Gen.G take this one away, then this group is going to get crazy to see who's going to be slotting into that 4th position. Couple of potential contenders at the moment. Gen.G starting out on the T side. They are quite a proficient Nuke team. And 100 Thieves is not too bad at Nuke either, so still could go either way. Az is going to find the first pick as Gen.G trying to take this outside control pressure towards Annex, but after losing that first pick, they do start to fall off of the line.
Yeah, we'll find out how this one does end up panning on out. 60 has got a bit of info sitting towards Squeaky Door and keeping an eye on the A bomb site, which is kind of where Gen.G are starting to head. They've got a fair bit of time though, so Gen.G don't need to commit to anything too much. This is a nice little creep out, but it doesn't result in too much apart from at least some info. Now down toward the B bomb site, but a couple of 100 Thieves players down there already. In fact, 3 of them, so this is not going to be an easy feat for Gen.G. Great start to the pistol here for 100 Thieves. JKS has already gotten himself 2, Liaz another, and that's the end of Bentet. So all 5 players drop for Gen.G. And map 1, maybe not going to be quite so easy to repeat here for Gen.G.
Well, it is just the pistol. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves yet. Gen.G very sharp and good with that utility usage. And that's something that they didn't really get a chance to use there in the pistol. Because obviously they didn't have full utility. So they've got to let the the river run initially to get some money in the bank. Now let's see if Grat can have a bit of a field day at Outers. Nice headshot onto 60. And another, okay, man's on. This is going to be his game.
To be honest, I never get excited about eco kills, but those were some pretty nice shots.
That's true. He doesn't.
That's why Gratisfaction's on the awesome scout squad, boys. Slicko might have been the first member, but Gratisfaction was the second.
You had the interview with Searson to ask him yesterday, and you just refused. You said
it's an Australian team.
You said
and New Zealand. He can't, and you know, I say it's an Australian team. There's already 2 New Zealanders on it, so. In fact, I think the other one might have been Sterling, so there you go.
I think it's just a New Zealand team, Jordan.
Yeah. What is it about New Zealanders and using the scout?
They're just good at it.
They're quite.
What?
Straight through the box, mate.
Bang.
Was it? It was too. All right.
He's boxed him out of the server.
Absolutely nuts. Okay. Oh, he's got a little thing on top. We didn't see that in the interview. It was hidden. It was cut off.
Little man bun.
Yeah. Bit of extra growth up there. Now let's see what 100 Thieves do. As Gen.G finally on the AKs. Plenty of util across the board. And Outer Smoke's going to be missing the mark slightly.
Not good news against a player like Grat.
That was just the smoke from 100 Thieves that they threw out right off the bat to try and give Grat a little bit of a one-way. Flash in as Gen.G force their way into warehouse. It's gone quite nicely for them.
Ooh, Grat going to be spotted there, but it looks like they're going to try to fight from Locker's smoke, about to fade and to reposition. Liaz forced back by the molly to ladder base. Now Gen.G look to try and collapse on the A site eventually. Grat making a bit of noise at heaven.
Not looking too crash hot for 100 Thieves here. Automatic has grabbed that kill onto Liaz, and well, Gratisfaction needs something special here, but he can't really quite hang on to it. Had to be a headshot, otherwise he was dead. And Automatic has gotten 3 in this round already. 100 Thieves definitely struggling, but this push into lobby from Azza might cause a bit of a pain for Gen.G if he can get the timing right.
Well, let's see if Azza can maybe find some timing of his own here. Gen.G. B-bomb site completely found, and it looks like the save could already be called. But Bentet, he's just 2 steps ahead. Look at him already in T-spawn, waiting for JKS to come this way and save. There is no way JKS is ready for this one. There it is. Could have even been a knife at that point. But Bentet crossing his T's and dotting his I's as Azza still has control of ramp, but that's not going to get him too far.
Yeah, Gen.G already looking pretty good. That was a very one-sided gun round to start us off. Yes, 100 Thieves They do have the money to be able to recover from that one. But if Gen.G get another clean gun round like this, that's going to be some worrisome signs for your boys over on 100 Thieves. I do want to point out, at least with Daps, Gen.G have already beaten 100 Thieves on Nuke a handful of times. Gen.G have also pushed Liquid on this map quite a few times.
I want to point out here as well, when Grat did go for the drop from Heaven, he held shift and then did a quick old silent jump off the ladder as well. So there was no way that Automatic could have known he was around the corner after making so much noise up at Heaven. But still, knew that it was dangerous and managed to capitalize.
Scout versus AK is always going to be tough for Grat, regardless of if you have the element of surprise. This time he's got an AWP, so that might make life a bit easier. Util's not looking all that fantastic on 100 Thieves, though, and we've got a player already down into the vents. So Gen.G with a bit of control around the map, and see what 60 is going to be able to do with this one. Obviously, 100 Thieves wanting to rotate down there as well, and they do get down. It looks like 60 did lose that aim shield against Jacob. Well, we just lagged out a little bit. Apologies for that. Liaz is trying to hold on to ramp, and Gen.G are filtering in his direction as well, so he just backs away.
One-man advantage here for 100 Thieves. See if they can hold on to it. Gen.G don't really have any kind of control or emphasis over the map. 3 players in lobby, one up on top of Silo, who has snuck his way down in towards Annex side. I think Grat is just minding that now, but he has been allowed to slip into uppers.
Now on the way in, well, Gen.G get everything done. 2 players already dropping into the vents, so it's too hard for 100 Thieves to really retake from that position. Grat, yes, controlling ladder base, but it looks like it should already be another Gen.G round. 100 Thieves making the save call. Grat deep into CT. And I believe Gen.G would have heard him rotating out. You can see that Som is already just trying to find a line, making sure no one else crosses there into CT. But Liaz and Jacob able to hold control of the halls, and that's going to be where they save these weapons. So another for Gen.G, evening up the odds very early on, 2-2.
They're looking good, Gen.G. At least 100 Thieves were able to hold on to these 3 rifles. But end of the day, I mean, you're looking at Gen.G. They got into that A bomb site in a 4-on-5 and got 2 clean entries, and that was the round. From a disadvantageous situation, they make that round win look very, very easy. Force up here for 100 Thieves. They're going to grab a Pharmacin and MP9 around that AWP and the 2 rifles. Continue to try to fight for this one. But Gen.G, after a couple of solid rounds in a row, their economy is starting to look very, very good. I think this is where you start to get a bit worried. Gen.G forcing their way through ramp now. They have got control of it, but they don't commit to ladder base or Megaton just yet.
It's a nice spot for JKS to play from, but he's got a couple of sharks circling in the water beneath him, Kusta and Bentet. Keeping an eye on that ladder, that's for sure. This round really hanging in the balance. A fair bit of map control for Gen.G, but then timing for 100 Thieves could be imperative. It goes the way of the T side, at least for now. But you've still got a couple of CTs in cheeky positions that could find a pick or two. If Gen.G get their execute into the A bomb site wrong, everything seems to be going the way of Gen.G though this round. Already 2 frags for them. Now there's a 3rd for 60, and the round it just melts away for 100 Thieves.
It looks like 100 Thieves are very disjointed at the moment. And oh my god, 60 with the read. Liaz, what have you got for us? Not too much. The perfect round from Gen.G, just knowing exactly where 100 Thieves were going to be coming from. Oh my god.
They've just been outplayed.
Yeah.
These last couple of rounds, there's no other way to put it. Like, Gen.G is playing phenomenal today. And 100 Thieves, you know, on Vertigo, yeah, I have to say, they played pretty decently, I feel. Individually, I think they were playing pretty okay. And Gen.G still just played a little better. Still just pushed them. got that across 16-14. On Nuke, it's quite the opposite. I feel like Gen.G is really starting to assert their dominance. These last couple of rounds have not looked close.
No, you're right. Tough day at the office here for 100 Thieves. Gen.G really showing up. 5 guns alive this round. Looking like a fairly likely story because 100 Thieves haven't really invested all that much, just some upgraded pistols.
And I just want to highlight it. In this group of NA Pro League right now, while we're on an eco, you've got Chaos 2-2, who are in the top 4. And following that is 100 Thieves, Cloud9, and Gen.G all on 1 and 2. If Gen.G win this, they put 100 Thieves down to 1-3, and they put themselves up 2-2, tied with Chaos for 4th place. Like, there's a couple of teams that could really start to try to get some upsets over each other.
And look, 100 Thieves still haven't played Furia either.
No, they haven't, which will be a very tough game, because I think Furia is kind of looking like they might be... it's hard to say. I'm not sure if that group stage win against the boys over on EG necessarily puts them at #1 in NA, but I'd say it's between them and EG for sure.
But it certainly set them up to go through the group stage undefeated.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least in this group, Furia is looking the best, because that at least one of those maps against EG wasn't close. Bit of frustration starting to set in for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, Jacob not too pleased. Look, to be fair, it was just a pistol round, so you can't expect all that much.
The problem really lies in the fact that the economy is so strong on the T side. Like, 100 Thieves are playing this CT side on hard mode now.
They've got a long way to go to get back in. And look, it's only 4 rounds on the board for Gen.G, but again, with this economy, it can make it that much easier for them to convert a few more.
Yeah, it's going to take quite a lot for 100 Thieves to actually convert this game.
Solid setup at Outers. 100 Thieves should be able to peek off one another's contact here. Som already crossing to red. Bentet very slowly walking into Grat. That's a freebie. Kusta had that flash at the ready, but it looks like he's going to hold on to it for now. Bit of contact going to be made through Squeaky for some... Oh, no, that's Kusta up on Silo. Okay. So there's just no presence inside at all. 100 Thieves dumping a huge amount of utility, and we're only at the minute mark.
Jacob is going to get rid of Kusta, who just goes flying through the air, but that'll be the end of him. Much better looking round for 100 Thieves here, and that's a great shot from Gratisfaction, sliding around the corner to dispatch of Automatic, and 60 can't land one with the AWP of his own, and Gratisfaction takes the round into his own hands. Really just running all over the place, fragging out, and that's what 100 Thieves need to get them back in this game.
Yeah, really solid CT round there. Going to start to build their economy up a little bit and allow them to sustain a few losses on this CT side. Very, very nice round from Grat. Gen.G, they will be able to continue to buy on this T side, not just for this round, but maybe for another 2-gun rounds or so. And even then, you're going to see that loss bonus start to kick in. So it's a good start for 100 Thieves, but there's going to need to be a bit more of a follow-up. You see Azza quite aggressive here. Oh no, he's in Annex. Never mind.
When Kusta also in Annex, just running straight through, but Azza able to at least get the trade. That's going to be the A-site defenses weakened slightly. Grat at Heaven. Oh, all right. Jacob finds some nice timing there onto Automatic, and that's going to be a man advantage, but just barely. Bentet trying to make a difference now. Big damage, but he's going to cop more as well. Molly finishes off Bentet, and it's Som versus the world in the 1v3.
Well, still a fair bit riding on this round because 100 Thieves haven't got their money rolling so far. So in this minute left, Som, if he can deal some damage, if, God forbid, find a way to win this 1-on-3, that can still be a crushing blow for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, 2 kills here would be quite expensive for 100 Thieves. Would still keep that window open for Gen.G to be able to economically reset. All of 100 Thieves sitting in the upper bomb site for now. And Som, he's got his choice of plant position. As soon as he drops that smoke, you should see the retake come out.
100 Thieves loud on the rotation, so Som should be able to figure out where they're coming from. Oh, left side, U-Haul going to be spotted. Trying to isolate. Good position to deal with the decon push coming through. Flash out. Grat hasn't spotted. Nice headshot. Okay, straight through the double doors and back to the 1-on-2.
It's not a bad situation here for Som because that timer is starting to tick away. Luckily, 100 Thieves, they do both have a kit. Grenade in hand for Liaz, but he'll lose the duel, and now it's winnable for Som. He's just got a peek at which he doesn't. Grat's at the defuse, and he puts the cherry on the top as well. Getting that kill onto Som. Still, it's an expensive round for 100 Thieves. I mean, from a 1-on-3, it goes down to a 1-on-1. So the round should have always been won by 100 Thieves. But at least Som can come out of that thinking he's done something good, broken a bit of that economy for 100 Thieves. Not enough to force them onto a save, but at least to keep them in that sort of precarious position.
As for 100 Thieves, money's still good for them. Oh, sorry, for Gen.G rather. Money's still good for them, and Grat's going to lose that duel. He's been the key piece here for 100 Thieves on this CT side. Having big impact, 4K and a clutch in the last round. He's already going to be taken out of the equation. Someone else will have to step up here for 100 Thieves.
See if Kusta can get more damage done wrapping around. Liaz doesn't spot him as he peeks there from the lockers. Oh, Kusta aware. The flank comes through. Azza managing to keep his eyes on the prize there from Annex. Smoke down, automatic with another onto Jacob, and that's going to be out of control, fully found for Gen.G. Flash around, but Som doesn't go with it. The other two start to make their way in through lobby. Bentet, bit of noise is going to be made, so that's free information for JKS here. Control of Hut, Liaz as well, just making his way back towards the ramp, but Azza, look at the timing, the lineup, it's there, and automatic can't trade it.
Great spray from Azza. And Gen.G a little bit reeling right now. 3 players left alive for 100 Thieves. It's very quickly going to be turned to 2, and Liaz is going to drop. So maybe we're back to square one. If this is a one-aim duel for 6C, he could have turned that round on its head, but now it's Bentet, a 2-on-1. Look at this, though. Ballsy play right on top of the silo. The man has no fear, and why should he? Azza drops already, and JKS coming from the exact same angle is going to have a difficult time of trading this one down. Bentet fairly aware of where JKS could be, biding his time, and wins the duel as well. Gen.G get another round thanks to Bentet.
That's literally at the alpha position, just saying, come get me, boys, standing on top of the silo. And that was all it really took. Dancing around, out-aimed JKS as well, which is, you know, a bit of a feat in itself. Oh, there's that opening. Okay, big shot from automatic to take Grat out of the picture. Azza almost turning the tides with a quick 2K, but Bentet, again, the clutch king right now, getting another on the board for Gen.G. And that's 5 now. That's the lead. Again, taken.
Yeah, Bentet's been clutching against this team for years. Does it on the daily, mate.
Pilsky's got some repressed memories that he wants to bring up on the broadcast.
Good anti-eco from 6C. But 2 guns dropped for Gen.G, not the worst thing in the world. One more would be, you know, not ideal, but they just have such good money at the moment. And 100 Thieves are on that CT side, so their money's always just more on the fragile side. Starting to see some good T-side warping coming out from automatic on Nuke here. Really doing a good job of neutralizing some of those aggressive peaks out towards the yard side.
Well, money's not too bad for 100 Thieves at the very least. They can force a buy in here, but the half is starting to slip away from them a little bit. We've seen a lot of sort of tenuous rounds, 50-50 kind of a round, and a lot of them have gone to Gen.G, which is not good news. 100 Thieves obviously on the CT side as well want to be getting the majority of the rounds here, and they're not even doing that. So Gen.G are looking comfortable.
And again, just a slow, structured approach coming out from Gen.G. Not committing to anything too early. 100 Thieves still with a bit of util to play with as we head towards that minute mark. Azza and Jacob, solid position here. Crossfire set up to make sure no wrap comes through from Gen.G. Smoke's going to be utilized. It's the deep wall flash coming out for Azza to peek. That should be some info as Jacob has to try to fight his way back to safety, but he's not going to be able to tag too much. And he's stuck there right in the corner. Managed to actually snag that headshot onto Som before falling to the HE.
Yeah, still a 1-for-1 is acceptable as far as Gen.G is concerned. And they're ready for a sneaky bust out of Squeaky. Just playing the contact at the moment, straight into Annex, and that's caught Azza off guard. But JKS and Gratisfaction on the bomb site and in heaven. Oh, Gratisfaction's having a really good game. But is he having enough impact? That's the thing, you know. He's doing great work in the rounds that he can actually get into. But he's had a 4K round and 2 3K rounds now, I think. So that's 10 out of his 12 kills in the space of 3 rounds. The rest, I mean, it doesn't seem to be getting converted into rounds, unfortunately, despite the good form here from Grat. And I wonder if he's thinking the same thing.
He's thinking with his nose there.
He's thinking something.
Calling out to someone. Anyway, lots of util. 7, 8 pieces thrown all the way to outers. Now Gen.G faster approach and 60 straight out next to Vents and down as well. After the pick on a JKS, this is looking hard for 100 Thieves to come back from.
Yeah, it's not ideal for them whatsoever. Now starting to storm down secret. You see Jacobs on the site joined by Liaz.
Oh, surely Azza, there it is. He's made the move. That's the bomb as well. Automatic, able to trade, so manages to patch up the holes for now.
Well, Jacob setting himself on a good angle. This is a nice crossfire for 100 Thieves to play from. Look at that, a 3-man crossfire, in fact. And Gratisfaction, well, he's missed that shot. Yeah, maybe Gen.G can punish him for that. Jacob holds strong on the bomb site before being traded down. That's still acceptable from him, and Gratisfaction continues to chime in with the AWP. But it is a 2-on-2, and that's easily winnable for Gen.G, particularly given they're now on to the bomb site and getting the plant down. 100 Thieves can't deny it. Liaz and Gratisfaction have some thinking to do. Are they going to save? They've called it early. Surely they're not rotating all the way to vent. There's no way they've got time. This is a save.
Did they think it was a rotate? Yeah, they think it was a rotate back to A.
Oh.
Okay, so that was a bad call. And they'll find out that they made the wrong call, and it will be a save in a moment. Flash out to site. Liaz goes, oh, wait, yep, okay. No, they're not here.
Gen.G's got to be down there. They hear that flash pop above them and like losing it.
They did wait long enough to plant that bomb where I can understand 100 Thieves thought there was a rotation. So someone said that. I'd love to see the player cams here to see what the situation's like in the 100 Thieves game. Even Gen.G probably laughing off that one. Ooh, okay. No, they didn't like that call.
Grat's like, it wasn't me, boys. Yeah, I was just like, please no one blame me.
Oh.
You're going to have to take a save after losing that round. Gen.G, I mean, right from the start of the round, right from the start of the half, rather, you saw the way things were going to go from 2 and 4 apiece. Gen.G just had such a strong economy. And outside of Grat doing some heavy lifting, I think it's been very much a Gen.G-sided map so far. They're really leveraging this strong economy on the T side and taking full advantage of it.
Well, let's see if 100 Thieves can maybe cause an upset on a couple of Deagles bought around the saved weaponry from round 12. This time going for a heavy ramp setup, and look, Liaz copped a lot of damage, but this ramp setup might be walked into.
Yeah, but they needed to get the initial kill, didn't they? It had to be Gratisfaction or Liaz to have the impact early on in the piece, and Gratisfaction hasn't.
Ramp.
Liaz is unlikely to.
Ramp.
Unfortunately, it's a 2-for-3 trade. Poor old Liaz on 11 HP with that AK. Hasn't really had much of a chance to get into this round. He did get the 1 frag, but 1 is not enough.
What is enough, Jordan? What's going to finally please you?
At what point, Pilski, do you start to believe
In what?
that 100 Thieves can make this happen?
They're not going to make it happen. Gen.G's kind of
Did you hear that, Matt?
dominating them right now.
That's un-Australian.
Yeah, let's kick him out. Go back to Poland.
I was born here.
Nah.
Didgeridoo, not even underestimate the boys.
You didn't know what a didge was. You didn't pass the bloody test.
What test?
Citizenship test.
Is that a question on it?
The unofficial one.
The unofficial
The
one.
unofficial
The one you
one.
invented in
Max
your mind.
one.
It's all right, but we've got another test for you today.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you need to do, Pilski, to regain your Australian citizenship
I'm
after
ready.
Yep.
BMing 100 Thieves on broadcast is to sing the national anthem right now.
I don't need to because
No, you
I can
do.
start for you.
number one,
Australians, all let us rejoice for...
we are young and free.
Ah,
But
that
in-
was
in your-
awful.
That was, come on, sing it.
They didn't
gotta-
teach you that in school, did they?
Where's the pride?
There's no pride right now.
Oof.
There's nothing to be proud about, lads.
Anyway. Well, Pilski,
What's the Kiwi national anthem? I'll gladly sing that. Grad's playing pretty good.
Don't know.
he's a man of no country right now.
What is the Kiwi national anthem? I don't think I've ever heard it.
I've never heard it.
Look at him. He was ready for it, but
Sixty's
60
sharp, man.
well, yeah, he's been getting a lot of these key frags and just creating a lot of space for Gen.G by dropping down that vent, messing with 100 Thieves rotations. This is going to pressure them to go for a bit of a push, which will be punished by Bentet.
Nothing's coming up good for 100 Thieves, is it? It's really just all Gen.G across the board. And even there, Azza dropping straight down the vent, metered by 60. Everywhere you turn, 100 Thieves are losing that initial frag and then some.
Yeah, this half is not gone well for them at all. Gen.G has pretty much just kind of outplayed them at every twist and turn. Plenty of examples of that on Vertigo, and even more so on the T side of Nuke here. And heading into the next half, I mean, we'll have to see 100 Thieves really dig deep on their T side if they're going to avoid getting 0-2'd here.
Another rough situation. Liaz at least fights for his right to keep the AK alive, but Gen.G, they are hunting for him. Hearing him running away, makes his way to Emo, 66 HP.
Ouch.
And just not given a chance there. Kusta and Automatic giving their lives just to make sure that there is no weapon saved for 100 Thieves into the final round of the half.
All right, let's see if 100 Thieves can make their comeback a little easier by winning this pretty scuffed buy. A couple of MP9s and a FAMAS, limited utility, no kits. So if this gets into the late round, that could be an issue. And it's already starting badly. This lobby crunch is being defended pretty nicely here by Gen.G.
Yeah, a couple of late frags, though, do come back through for Liaz and JKS. And Liaz, well, he's trying to really make something happen. You can sort of sense the desperation for 100 Thieves in a play like that, and it's not going to work.
Whoa, hold on.
JKS has found the bomb, though.
How do you get to the roof?
Full aggression.
When they lobby crunch, he
Oh,
just
he's
zooms up the
taking a
ladder.
fight here, Billy. 1-on-1, Kusta. Huge advantage in terms of HP. Flash comes through. A whole minute to play with. Doesn't want to force the fight just yet. As all looks to make his way through, edging forward, but Kusta just barely finds him. And that's going to be the half. Gen.G, 10 rounds on the T side. Is it too much? Well, find out after this break.
I don't feel the same way I used to do. Every time I see you, I know the truth. 'Cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, shy to notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you ran away. I've been living in the shadows for a while. Demons calling me from the afterlife. Dark doesn't faze me anymore. I can see my tears into gold. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, no, I don't care. Yeah, yeah. I don't care. I said, 'cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you don't. I know people come and go away. Sun is low, that's my time to shine again. 'Cause baby, every fucking time you play me. There's no defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck, too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top, cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know, why you always tripping like you top, cause you not my team pop, my team pop.
It's not been a kind day so far for 100 Thieves. Gen.G are really pulling ahead here on Nuke as well. It is Gen.G's map choice, to be fair, and they won the first map 16-14. That was Vertigo. 100 Thieves, looking at the GG bet odds, are not particularly favoured heading into this second half, which might be the final half of this matchup.
That is a crazy swing. That is a insane swing. 1-7, really?
Big swing, but
Well,
will there
they're
be
down a map, and
a big ding?
Gen.G's only 6 rounds away from finishing this series off 2-0. And you got to say, the way that Gen.G is looking, they're looking like they should actually finish this off.
Man, welcome back to ESL Upset League, because it's just happening left, right, and centre this season.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would characterize this as an upset. At the same time, though, Gen.G has played 100 Thieves quite close with Daps on the roster. And, you know, they were playing EG close. We do know they're a pretty decent team. Definitely cannot take them for granted, and they're showing us why. But can they close? That's the question for me. Can they close this game out? Let's see what 100 Thieves has got for us. T-side pistol will be where it starts. And if they can put pressure on Gen.G, if they can keep this CT economy a little bit on the shaky side, then 100 Thieves can make their job a little bit easier for themselves. I'm going to dive straight into Secret here. Grat left to keep tabs on lobby for the time being as the rotation comes in from the CTs into the lower site.
Yeah, pretty solid crossfire setup down here as well. Looks like it's going to be next to double doors as well. Oh, JKS actually goes down to 6C as Azza tries to make his way through the door. Kusta is here, ready and waiting. Now Azza isolated right out there. Liaz and Jacob trying to make their way through. It's a 2-for-1 trade and brings it back to a 3-on-2 scenario.
Azza's low on HP though, and Som just trying to tap away. Can't actually land a shot. The bomb is stuck on the catwalk.
Ooh.
That's going to be really tough for 100 Thieves to actually collect. And at the moment, they're really more focused on just trying to win these aim duels, which isn't quite going their way. Automatic challenges, maybe a little bit over aggressively.
Ooh.
Som tries to walk in as well, and now he's down to 3 HP, but still, 100 Thieves have to get the bomb. Som is in with his chances.
I have a feeling that Gen.G don't know that the bomb is down on catwalk.
Yeah,
that's why they're just facing maniacally.
Or they just back themselves.
That too. Looking to rush the side early. Anyway,
That's the alpha move, Jordan.
That is the alpha move.
That's what you would do.
You saw Bentet standing on top of Silo in that 2-on-1 clutch.
Jordan's not an alpha.
I am an alpha.
You are not an alpha.
What do you mean?
You are not the alpha of the desk, Jordan.
Who is the alpha?
It's me.
Who?
It's me.
No.
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, mute casters, please.
Honestly.
Azza's going to take a bit of a tag. It's the force buy in here from
Oh.
Gen.G, and Kusta finishes him off. Nicely done. Actually, that was Jacob. Azza's still tagged, and they're going to rush ramp into Som's Mag 7.
Here's the alpha play.
Oh.
Can't land the second shot. Very close, and it would have definitely been a dead Liaz had that one connected. Even still, it's looking good for Gen.G at the moment. You've already mentioned, Az is down on 30 HP. Bentet's already down to the B bomb site. So is Automatic, and another frag goes their way. It's an M4 now. Actually, a Galil for Bentet, but still, it really doesn't matter. He's going to get the kill onto Azza, and what can Liaz do in a 1-on-4? I mean, this is rough. Rough indeed for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, so quick retake. Gen.G, force buy working wonderfully. Now 100 Thieves have a long hill to climb.
Well, I don't think 100 Thieves are the alpha today. That's what I'll tell you, boys. It's definitely Bentet and the lads coming out on top. Yet another force buy, putting 100 Thieves in a very difficult position on this T side. Puts them straight into a force. Deagles and armor, pistol armor, and some utility.
Yeah, 100 Thieves in pretty dire straits now. Had that opportunity to pull the half back, but kind of let it slip a little bit.
Slow approach from 100 Thieves, and again, Som just happy to use the Mag 7 in this position. P2 for long ranged. Draw him in. Mag 7 close range. Love to see it flash off the line, and oh, can't even get a single. Okay, big damage onto Jacob, but that could be the lower side. However, Kusta, early rotation down here looks good. Galil is going to farm up a score. 3, almost the 4th as well, before JKS comes in to trade, but Bentet's already there, refragging up a storm. Liaz makes his way back through the halls now, and hasn't been spotted just yet. So, Gen.G still trying to find him.
It's all good for Gen.G though. Keeping 3 guns alive is pretty acceptable at this point in the game. Liaz is going to try and do what he can. But he's miles away from finding any of these CTs. And to be honest, the angles that he's going to have to fight them at are not going to be particularly enjoyable for him.
He's just kind of like tracing a circle around the bomb site. Doesn't really want to step foot into it. Clearing out decon, clearing out windows. Finally is spotted out. Does win that duel against 60, but with 12 seconds on the clock, I don't think that.
I also don't think that, but
Oh, okay.
okay, he doesn't have time.
Nah, he doesn't have time. He's
That's
just
so unfortunate.
wasted that opportunity.
I mean, would he have gotten the bomb down? Probably not, with Automatic sitting there in decon, so...
But did he have to walk around for 30 seconds into windows and decon?
Maybe, maybe not.
Hard to say. Another round for Gen.G, a shakier one. 100 Thieves, are they forcing you? Oh, Liaz saved. I forgot. It happened 15 seconds ago and I forgot. It's a classic.
It's that time of the morning.
It's the classic 2 AM wake up move.
Yep. 7 AM now. You should be starting to, you know, get going.
You can't say the time unless someone asks you for a time check.
Alright, ask me for a time check.
No.
Hey, Jordan, can I get a time check?
Yes, it's 7:01 AM.
Beautiful.
You're welcome, Mac.
Bright and early. Well, Bentet, he is up at the fragging hours right now. 3 kills on the anti-eco. And Som denies Azza his life, but not the plant though. So 100 Thieves will have a little bit extra in the tank to buy it into the next. But this is going to be 13 already for Gen.G. Just starting off the second half perfectly. And looking like they really want to close out the game here and now on map number 2.
They're getting pretty close to doing so. Bomb plant does allow 100 Thieves a little better of a buy, at least for Liaz, who has 3.9 grand as opposed to having to go down to like a Galil. He can get AK armor if he only wants a flash. Otherwise, he will have to go down to a Galil for the util. Gen.G up 13-6 though, with a pretty decent economy to boot. Still a little bit on the shaky side though, so maybe they can sustain one loss here. Or maybe they will have to take a single save if they lose this next round. Either way, I'd say they're in the pole position to close this match out.
Tend to agree with you. But maybe 100 Thieves have another story to tell. It's going to have to be a pretty impressive comeback, that's for sure. Again, a slower approach from 100 Thieves in this round. Bit of presence over on Outer, but no commitment so far from 100 Thieves.
It doesn't look like there will be, not early at least. Deep outer smokes coming across now. Molly onto automatic to force him deeper, and it is going to be a two-man push going in a pair through outers as Sixy just waits there in Hut for the aggression. Oh, and this could be perfect. Coming in on the flank and finds a freebie onto Grat. That's the upgrade now coming out to site. Bentet, Kusta both stopping and Sixy coming in from Hut. That's going to be a quick single traded by Liaz, but Som brings some pain from above, and that is going to be 14 on the board. Gen.G looking good to close out map 2.
It's just such good trading from Gen.G. You always get the sense that there's a numbers advantage for Gen.G. Whenever they're taking a fight, they've got an extra player that sort of comes in as the fight is subsiding and picks off the last couple of 100 Thieves players.
Half buy-in here for 100 Thieves, keeping a bit of extra cash in the back pocket should they lose this round, but already Bentet off to a good start, finds that opener. Som hears a lot of footsteps and again goes aggressive rather than falling into that lower side. This man is confident. You can see why.
Was fighting from elbow, but Azza tries to turn the tide, gets an M4 in hand, and will find himself the triple. Has to ace it to clutch, but not expecting the second man so close. And again, didn't have control of the objective either, so that's something that really didn't matter in the end. But Gen.G 15 on the board.
Looks like they're going to walk it in today on Nuke.
Oh my. 100 Thieves still sleeping.
I mean, to be fair, it is 7 AM for the Australians and 5 AM for the New Zealanders, so can you really blame them?
Look, all I'm going to say is that we had a pretty close first map, and then Jordan broke the Australian flag, and then this happens.
Yes.
Oh, no.
You make a solid point there, Pilsky.
I didn't really break the flag. I just, like, this little metal thing came off it.
Broken.
So it's not like the flag's ripped or anything. Well, there you go. A couple of good kills for 100 Thieves. Kusta, however, might be able to turn this on its head. Som's also chiming in, and Gen.G, they're in with a chance. The flanks do come through. Som's position is known, but Automatic so far is not, and JKS fairly low on HP. Automatic has the molly that he can throw in. He's going to spread, yes, and that's a free kill for Gen.G. So, now we're back to the 2-on-2.
Automatic just hunting for something through Annex. Now the smoke about to fade. Him and Som able to try and make their way to site, but Grat just playing outside of Hut. The re-wrap coming out from Som. Still 20 seconds to play with. Grat seems to be ticked onto the situation as Liaz just going to be playing full clutch from default. Doesn't want to peek until the contact is made. It's a two-man peek, and it's a 1-for-2 trade. That's the game. Automatic thinks that there's another man to get past, and he's got a kid. He's got the round. That's the game.
That is the game indeed. 16-6 will be the scoreline for Gen.G on Nuke, and it's a 2-0 today, perhaps shattering the hope